Hi folks, sorry about that, just a little technical issue. So finishing that problem. So we had given sine of theta was 12 over 13, and we realized that again, this is really trying to get us to make this right triangle. So I just drew a right triangle, I put my theta down here, I have my opposite side directly across the theta. So if you put theta up here, this would be the opposite down on this bottom portion. The hypotenuse is directly across from the right angle, and that for sine, that sine is the opposite over the hypotenuse side. So you notice I've got the 12 next to the O and the 13 with the H. So now I'm missing the adjacent side, and here I'll use a little Pythagorean theorem. With Pythagorean theorem, especially in this situation, it's very common that people, the side they're missing is where they put their blank. And they put that by itself. But Pythagorean theorem, the hypotenuse has to always be the side by itself. So it's either 12 squared plus a squared or a squared plus 12 squared equals 13 squared. That's the way to set it up correctly. Now I'm just solving. Well, 12 squared is 144, 13 squared is 169. Subtract the 144 from both sides. Technically, I'm taking a square root, so I get plus or minus 5, but this is all just about distance here, so that's why we just take the positive 5. And now we're finishing with the rest of our SOHCAHTOA facts. And again, if you don't remember to SOHCAHTOA, that's fine. It's just knowing the relationships. That sine connects with opposite over hypotenuse. Then when I get to cosine, it's adjacent over hypotenuse. So that gives me an answer of 5 over 13. Tangent, well, some people can just use this fact. They can already say, okay, well, I've got sine is 12 over 13. Take that divided by cosine, which is 5 over 13. Clean your answer up. But again, tangent comes up often enough. That's why it gets included in SOHCAHTOA. That's opposite over adjacent. So opposite over adjacent, that gets me the 12 over 5. And then the remaining 3 are all the flips, the reciprocal trig functions. Cosecant, that flips sine. 1 over sine, 1 over 12 over 13 gives me 13 over 12. Secant, I'm taking 1 over cosine, so 1 over 5 over 13 gives me the 13 over 5, and then cotangent, I'm doing 1 over tangent. So 1 over 12 over 5 gives me 5 over 12. So that's it, everybody. That's our basics of trig. And like I said, a lot of facts here, a lot of facts on this page, but overall, SOHCAHTOA, remembering the right triangle relationships, that's something that's going to come up, that there's going to be no other calculator way. And again, we'll still discuss that a little more, but certainly gives you a little bit of a warm-up.